Hello. Sorry about that. I guess I'm in bad lighting again. But whatever have you. Alright, so basically, let me have to lighten up a little. See, it still doesn't work. Anyway, I hope you can hear me with the fan on, but one of the problems I have being, a content, absorber person online, standard YouTuber, is that we get some foreign titles sometimes, which are in English. They're in English or dubbed in English also, from their also native language. But it gets a little annoying because a couple of them we can't get here. We hear about it and it's like, ooh, that looks good, and you hear raves about it and it's like, well, can I see that? And it's like, well, no. A couple of them I will tell you about. One I actually managed to get, which I did talk about and kind of reviewed a little bit. I had made a review on it, but I didn't get a chance to release it, unfortunately. But that was years ago. It was back during the net neutrality debate for about a year. All that thing, which eventually just went away. Which was basically Shiva Habib, which I got. I paid like $10 for it, and I got it in a zip file and all that stuff. And then there was You Animal, which I also talked about in the same review. That is abroad. That's over in the Philippines, or I think wherever. It's over there basically. It's over there on Netflix, whatever foreign, territory, and I can get to it without a VPN. So it's kind of annoying. It's like, yes, it's dubbed in English, but Netflix is region locked with that title. So I'm like, well, don't they know it might do well in different properties? Again, I don't know how they make up these deals, what or why, I don't know. But it gets annoying when you say, well, that looks interesting. May I see that? And it's like, nope, you're in America. This is in the Philippines. It's like, that, you know. And then more recently, with Where is Anne Frank? It's an Australian film. I learned that recently. And it's rather quite good. There's another film that works with it rather well. It's called The Diary of Anne Frank, or just Anne Frank, I believe. And it's basically just an animated version of the live-action version of Anne Frank. The stuff we read about. Oh, God, they made us read such horrific things in high school and in elementary and kindergarten. Very racial stuff. Anyone remember Tiki Tiki Tembo? I know I sure do! Along with the Hungry Caterpillar. And that kid who ate everything in existence. A glutton that kid was. Was it Augustus from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Looks like a wimp in comparison. Anyway. Then there was the reverse. The reverse werewolf story, or short story. It was only just like a paragraph long. It was more like a poem or sonnet or whatever. Anyway. Yeah. And anyway, along with everything else that they showed us in elementary school, Diary of Anne Frank was an animated version I saw on YouTube. It looked really good. It's basically pretty much live action film animated. It's pretty good. Nothing groundbreaking in animation or storytelling. It's just Anne Frank's story. Anyway, Where is Anne Frank is rather different. It abridges, I believe, I'm assuming, because again, I haven't seen it, but it abridges Anne Frank's story and then has it from the point of view of Anne Frank's imaginary friend she writes about in her diary called Kitty. So, in the middle of Anne Frank's story, she writes to Kitty, and Kitty kind of comes to life, or is breathed into existence, or brought into existence, and kind of stays with Anne for a little bit, then disappears by the end, and then some 50 years later, she magically wakes up and comes out of the story, or Anne's diary book, in the museum, and asks everybody around, like, where is Anne? Where's my friend Anne? I am her imaginary friend. Kitty, and I'm looking for my friend Anne. And they're like, Anne Frank died like 50 years ago. So she's there on a, a Palm Pilot, like what I'm talking into right now, about Anne Frank and all the things that she's inspired in the world. Well, the current part of the world she's in right now is basically telling foreigners to get out. Which type of foreigners, I don't know, just foreigners in general. They're just saying, these people out. So they're saying, this isn't right, you can't do that. And it's like, and this is the place that, praises Anne Frank, and yet you're doing this to people. And it seems like a really good story. Because not only did she make good friends, but I think a love interest? I'm not sure. But the animation looks good. The story seems compelling, because it seems like a companion piece to the other, Anne Frank animated story. So, as much as Evil Dead 1 to Evil Dead 2 is, pretty much. So... that's the thing. That's the thing. Is that these foreign films are out there. They're in English because it's an English-speaking country, but they're not. But they're region locked. So I don't have a VPN. I don't know how to operate a VPN, and it's like another $5, $10, $15 to have these things per month. And it's like, look, I'm already having to put extra insurance on my car. It's already another $120 a month. I can't really, afford to keep, adding on another thing. I already do 2 Patreons, for crying out loud. I'm not saying which. And, I have a DVD habit, for crying out loud, I get these things. Which I'm, scouring all the bargain bins for interesting titles. So, if you can get a VPN, use it, so you don't be region locked. Get multiplayer. I have a multiplayer here. I've discovered that it can. It's a Tinker. Hope that's not a cuss word or too much of a slang in your region of the world. I believe in Ireland, I think it is. I don't know, I saw a reference on Peaky Blinders. This is probably not exactly the best word to use at the time. I don't know, times might have changed. I don't know. But just letting you know, that is the name brand of the DVD player, portable DVD player I use. And it seems to be a region-free player. Because it played, here it is. Bugsy Malone, which is a Universal Subtitle for All. Where is it? I don't know where it says that, but it's a region something or other. But anyway, the point is, it came with a warning saying this DVD will not play in regular US players, but it plays in this thing rather well. So who knows? But yes, get yourself a region-free player. It'd be worth it. In case you ever get the stuff on DVD. I'm finding stuff that was only on streaming. I can finally get them, like Fabricated City. I got that on DVD. Wish I could do a review on that. But yeah, slowly but surely I'm getting stuff that was abroad and, one-offs. That's why I like one-offs, just one little things that didn't really spawn a franchise, but it's a lesser well-known, like In the Aftermath, I like one-offs. It's nice. Or the 2 different versions of Heaven's Gate. That sounds interesting. That's what I liked when I discovered, what was it, where did I see it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, here we go. There we go. Channel Z. Yeah, back in the day, apparently while I was growing up, this was, playing all the different rare versions of obscure films and, B films, alternate versions, alternate cuts. This guy went, jump on a plane like that to go to France or Italy to pick up an alternate cut of this film, the longer extended director's cut, apparently. Back in the day, he would go run off and get them and bring them here with the, like, subtitles at the bottom of wherever foreign country they were shipped off to, where no one really cared if it was the longer or shorter version. And he would get them and bring them back and play them at 10 o'clock at night. So it's the movie channel, Channel Z, and HBO. We had HBO, that's why I know of HBO. The other two I did not. That's why I only knew Celebrity Joe Bob Briggs from TNT's Monster Vision and not the movie channel. Where he did basically the same thing, like he did on TNT. So yeah, just trust me, if you want to expand your horizons, get alternate cuts, get the director's commentaries, get your hands on stuff you not just passively get, like, go out and seek it. If you hear stuff from abroad, try to getting a VPN and get a thing so you can watch it on Netflix, other region other than the US. So you can watch these things and judge for yourself. And maybe it might, do that thing that movies are supposed to do. Touch your heart, make you think, I saw Maverick the other day. I loved it. It was a movie. It wasn't an agenda. It wasn't a soapbox for someone to stand on and make a political or a personal, proclamation about something or about the world. It's just a movie. Period. Nothing else. Nothing else attached to it. Because the last thing I want to hear is, the message. And it's like, I'm not here for the message. I am here for Maverick. I'm here for, Memories of the Goose, his son, the Rooster, or just Rooster, I guess, Iceman, which is done rather tastefully and very well. No one's the butt of a joke. People are just people. And I like that. Characters are just characters. And the humor is sparing. And it shows what people can do. What your limitations are. Like, where are my limitations? Well, let's find out. It's like that. It feels very inspiring. Honestly, the drive home afterwards, I felt like I was flying after all that. We were in the front row, by the way. I went with my buddy who went to the room next door. He was napping through part of it, but trust me, it was all kinds of awesome. Having the jets and all that. There's less quick cutting and more fluidic editing. Well, fluidic cinematography, so you don't have to have the janky, quick cut edits to try to make it feel seamless. So, but trust me, so the editing is better than that from the first one. Just saying, for the dogfights and aerial combat. And a little tiny less stock footage. Just a little. It's an editor thing, trust me. You'll kind of see it where it's like, yeah, that was shot from a plane, this far away. Clearly it's a different day. There are clouds and there are no clouds. If you pay extra super nitpicky closeness to it, which your brain kind of does kind of automatically, because you're more aware of it, because you've seen a bajillion films like I have, clearly. So, yeah. But this movie is good. It has good editing. It has good story. It has good characters. Everything is earned. And nothing feels pointless. Everything is there for what it needs to be. To tell a damn good story. Period. So go out there. Find yourself a foreign film. And who knows? Maybe it might be your new favorite. Maybe it might give you a new perspective, a new motto in life. I know I picked up quite a few along the way. So, until next time, fair, faithful viewer, take a chance. It might lead you someplace awesome. For he who hesitates is lost. And I'm really sick and tired of being lost, trust me. Alright, bye.